Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved. Today we're here on the island, and to get things started I'd like to craft some bullets, and that way we can craft a large sum of tranq darts, which we will need to bring quite a few along with us today because I would like to attempt to tame a Quetzal, one of the massive pterosaurs, and they require rather a lot of narcotics to knock out, so we'll bring plenty along with us. And it also might be wise to craft some parachutes because we do have to tame them while in the air, which can be rather dangerous. However, there is this level 120 Quetzal rather close to our base, which is why I wanted to tame him, because we might as well, seeing as he's near where we live. So the method I would like to employ today I have used in the past, and it basically entails that we're going to jump off of Swoop and then grapple onto his talons, hopefully, in theory of course, and then we will fly over to our Quetzal, or at least have Swoop chase him and then trank him, and fingers crossed everything goes well, and we're able to knock out our Quetzal in a hopefully relatively safe location. That's one of the difficulties when it comes to taming Quetzals, is you really never know where they're going to decide to go unconscious, and sometimes that can be a dangerous location, especially if he goes towards the ocean, which unfortunately it looks like he has chosen to go directly over the ocean, directly towards it at least, and that's really the worst area Quetzal could get knocked out in, is water, because there's really two possibilities. Either they will drown, or more likely they'll get eaten by megalodons before we have a chance to even get to them. So hopefully he doesn't fly over the ocean, because that would definitely make this a difficult process. We also need to keep Swoop chasing him, otherwise I do think Swoop will land on his own, but as long as we keep him interested and aggressive on the Quetzal, we should be able to hopefully stay in the air while we attempt to tranquilize this Quetzal. However, he is heading straight over the open ocean, so I do think it might not be the best idea to keep tranking him in case he does pass out over the water. In fact, we might hurry and saddle Swoop and then try and scare this Quetzal back over the mainland, because if we do happen to knock him out over the ocean, then it's really a lost cause. It's very unlikely we're going to be able to save him. So let's hurry and attempt to direct this Quetzal more towards a safer area over the mainland, and then we can attempt to tame him once again, because right now into the ocean, which would be very unfortunate. We would most likely lose our Quetzal here, which I don't particularly want to do, so let's scare him back towards the jungle. He did unfortunately sort of veer towards the Arctic, which isn't the best place for him to be, but we will do our best. And at least he's not over the ocean, so that is a positive improvement here. So let's get Swoop to chase him once again, and we will attempt to knock him out. I'm hoping we have a sufficient amount of tranq darts. We did make quite a few, but he is then again a level 120. If we were able to knock him out, though, it would be rather nice, because he would have a tremendous amount of carry weight, and we'd be able to carry our Anklo granite back and forth between the mountain while we collect metal, which would be helpful because sooner or later I would like to attempt to craft an industrial forge, and that requires a tremendous amount of metal, so it is always nice to have a Quetzal to do that. However, he is headed back towards the ocean. This Quetzal definitely doesn't like to cooperate. He's headed pretty much in the two worst directions, towards the ocean or the Arctic. The unfortunate thing about the Arctic is I don't have any fur armor. I neglected to make any, which in hindsight most likely would have been a good idea to prevent us from freezing to death, but unfortunately we don't have any, and we've already begun tranking this Quetzal, so we're just going to have to make do without it, and hopefully he gets knocked out in an area where there are less creatures that could kill him. However, the Arctic is generally full of dire wolves and daedons and all manner of creatures that would make a meal out of our Quetzals, so let's hope that he doesn't land in a pit of creatures. That could be unfortunate, but we are also running low on tranq darts. I do hope we have enough. I do believe we could switch to trank arrows if we have to. I'm not sure if that would ungrapple us, but hopefully not, because it looks like that might come to that, and we might actually have to switch over, or never mind. It looks like we were able to actually knock him out. It is, unfortunately, in the Arctic, but as long as we get down there and we can have Swoop clear out the area, it might also be wise to quickly craft some spike walls to set up around the Quetzal to hopefully deter any unwanted creatures around here. Let's get Swoop and quickly park him, land him somewhere in front of the Quetzal where he can sort of block those that Uranus and Carnos over there. And let's quickly craft some spike walls and get those set up, and then it might be in our best interest to go and kill those that Uranus and those Carnos over there, just so they don't try and come to eat our Quetzal, which would be rather unfortunate. He did take quite a few trank darts, more than I was expecting, but luckily we were able to knock him out with what we had available. So let's get these spike walls set up, hopefully not turn it like that. We also are in desperate need of a campfire. I don't have, as I said, I don't have any fur armor, so we are freezing to death. We can hopefully sustain ourselves on the cooked meat I have for a while. That does heal us a tad, so let's hurry and go and kill that Uranus with Swoop. And I think the Quetzal should be fine on its own for a moment. And this will also enable us to get some prime meat, some fresh prime meat, so that's also a positive, but yeah, this could definitely prove fatal to our Quetzal, so it's in our best interest to kill all of the dangerous predators around the area while trying to tame our Quetzal. That's what I was expecting. There's the fear buff from the Uranus, so as long as we keep attacking with Swoop, he doesn't lose control, but as soon as I stop, yes, he sort of veers off on his own. But that's fine. As long as we took out the threat, we can now give our Quetzal some prime meat, and of course some regular meat in case he does run out. And then we desperately need to build some fires and get some warmth, because we are going to die if we don't. We are freezing to death, and it has started to snow, unfortunately, so let's get some campfires going, and then we should also probably cook some more meat. I did have to use our stack of dinosaur steaks to keep us alive while we took out the Uranus, but it seems that all the threats are gone, and we can hopefully just stay warm and cook our meat while the Quetzal tames. Unfortunately, the Sabertooth did decide to cause problems. He did come and attack us, and it looks like he did get a bite on the Quetzal, so it did lose a couple of levels. Nothing severe, but that is unfortunate. I probably, in hindsight, should have built more spike walls, but that's okay. We did get our Quetzal tamed, and to a very decent level, and I do believe we're going to name them Pretzel, as that's a good name for a Quetzal. And let's get them brought back to the base. I'm glad to be out of the Arctic for a time, and we should craft them a saddle. It does require a large sum of silica pearls, but that's alright. We do have our plesiosaur, so obtaining those is no longer terribly difficult. However, now we can try our new Quetzal and take them out on a flight. And we might in fact go do a metal run quickly. I do want to get some more metal being smelted while we have our Quetzal now available, because it enables us to carry a tremendous amount of metal back from the mountain on our metal runs. So we can have Granite collect as much as he can carry, and then we can pick him up with the Quetzal and head back to our forges and smelt up what we have, because soon I would like to start looking into crafting some industrial forges and some other structures that require a tremendous amount of metal. But I do believe we're going to leave the video here. So I hope everyone did enjoy. I definitely had fun, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.